have a certain good partnership with Zaha. And then when Zaha picked up an injury, it became pretty much difficult for you to get the sort of goals that you expected. On Tuesday, I see that the coach is trying something, placing Schlupp way up front so you can have that partnership. What is the changes that you see around the team currently before the start of this season?
Well, I think still the core of the group. It's a team where there's not too many changes. I think today they just signed one young boy that's 20 years, Eze. He looks really good player. He looks like he's going to bring something different to our team. The manager is trying to find solutions, different options. That is normal. But I think the most important thing for us is to stay focused and to have a good start of the season.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So
just, I forget, maybe we just do some small housekeeping. When Jordan is talking, it would be good if we mute when he's talking, so that just in case something passes through, somebody passes through. Fifi, please, you are the moderator.
So we don't pick sound from behind.
Yes,
okay, all right.
All right. So Fifi, you have to be on permanent mute.
I have to be on permanent mute. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my thing doesn't show when. So Fifi, please let us know when the others come, so that we don't. Maybe I'll not notice when others come. Okay. Okay. Charlie Fent, you go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Beyond Station of the Nation, nobody be senior for here.
Okay. My first question, before I even go ahead, congratulations, Jordan. Wonderful, wonderful season last year, and deservedly, he won a lot of awards for it. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we are all very proud of you. I remember watching one of your interviews with Crystal Palace TV, and you talked about the importance of the AFCON to your confidence and how you sort of just never stopped the AFCON. You had a wonderful AFCON, and then you took that into your season, and then you sort of just continued from there and never stopped. Remember when I don't know, I'm sure you don't watch and you don't read a lot of those stuff, but when Crystal Palace decided to make your permanent signing, a lot of the fans were not very happy with that, because they thought that the previous season you scored one goal, and that wasn't they thought that wasn't good enough. Let's talk about Roy Hodgson, the manager, and the sort of faith that he has shown in you by signing you, even though the previous season wasn't exactly the best season for you. Let's talk about what has he added to your game? How much confidence has he shown in you, apart from all of the other confidence that you said you brought from the AFCON, from your family? But let's talk about the impact of your manager, Roy Hodgson. What different thing has he done to you that has made last season such a wonderful one for you?
First of all, I'll have to thank him and the staff and the board as well of Crystal Palace. I think during the training sessions, even if on the weekend things weren't going the way we all wanted, during the training sessions I was showing good things. So I think that's what pushed them to make it permanent. And then obviously when I go back from the AFCON, I think the AFCON is just, before even I went to the AFCON, I think I had to change my mentality. I had to change a lot of things that I was doing previously. And I think everything paid off. So I just think that it's just something that in life where you get to a certain age where you start to realize some things and you start to think differently, and you start to not look at other people, you start to look at yourself. Don't accuse people, you just start to look at yourself and ask yourself what you have to change, what you have to do to improve and everything. And I think it's I think it's my mentality that changed a lot. And I think the manager saw that my mentality has changed a lot. And obviously, I forced him and I fought hard and I pushed him to give me the opportunity to prove myself on week in, week out. So obviously he has been really good to me. And that one I can't deny. He has been really good to me. He has brought in efficiency in my game, and made me understand that football is all about efficiency. And of course, if I have an opportunity or I have two opportunities, I have to make sure at least one goes in, because we're in a team where we don't create much opportunity. So you really need to be clinical. And obviously, I just thank God because things went on really well, and I didn't really expect it. But like I said, it's life, and when you work hard, then you get rewarded. So I'm just trying to keep it. Not trying. I'm keeping the same routines and the same things I used before the AFCON and till now. So I think that's the right direction for me. So I'm sticking to that direction.
Okay, and just a quick follow-up on that. I'm sure we've talked a lot more on the Black Stars, but this is on Crystal Palace as well. You just talked about the impact of the manager, Roy Hodgson, but let's also talk about the impact of, let's say, all of the African players at Crystal Palace, because we see you guys all the time. Kouyaté, Zaha himself, there is Jeffrey Schlupp as well. That's a lot of African players at Crystal Palace. Just how much impact, how close-knit of a group are you guys, and how are you helping each other improve at Crystal Palace, the African connection?
Well, it's true that there's a lot of black people in Crystal Palace, black players. So we're really close. It's a team where like you don't feel the difference. Like we're like family, and I think we all work hard. We fight together, and we all try to get the best of each other, and we compete among ourselves as well. So it makes you improve. So it's all in a positive way, and it's all positive energy. So we just keep on supporting each other and try and make the best out of it, and try to raise the club to the next level.
Okay, I'll leave it here for now, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, we can do 2-2 and come back. Kawizo, over to you, sir.
Yeah, Jordan, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to do this with you. Now, I think last season was a very successful one for you. You scored many goals for Palace, and in effect, it took your number of goals way past Tony Yeboah, who had scored most goals for Ghana in the Premiership. Now, how do you feel after surpassing his record and sort of creating your own record in the English Premier League?
Well, I think we're talking about one of the best strikers of Ghana, or maybe one of the best strikers of all time that Ghana have ever had. So obviously, it's a good achievement for me, my family, for the country as well. But it's not really important to me for now, because I have more games ahead of me, so I just need to focus and do the best that I can. And like I said, whatever amount of goals I get to, that's only God who knows. I don't know, but the only thing I know is that I'll give my best, and I'll make sure that I do things right to make everyone proud.
Okay, Jordan, and again, I mean, what is playing football in these times like? When I'm talking about these times, I mean in these COVID times, are you not a little bit afraid of contracting the virus? What is it like for you?
Oh no, I'm not afraid of contracting the virus. For me, it's a difficult time for the world. For some people, it's negative. So for some people, it's positive. For some people, it doesn't really change much. So to play in these situations when we get tested every 2 days, every 3 days, so I mean, they're keeping us safe. They're really looking after us. So there's no problem. There's no reason why I should be scared or other people should be scared.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Fifi, please don't forget to let me know when the others come. I mean, I can see on my dashboard, but just in case I miss it, so that I bring them in. Jordan, first of all, what a season it's been for you, but most importantly, has been your change in attitude, towards the game of football. And as you've mentioned in a couple of interviews before, there are some things that you used to do that you don't do anymore, especially after the AFCON. Can you tell us what has changed really from your own point of view that has brought this drastic change in the way you play, your attitude towards the game?
Well, it's just there's not much. There's not that much. It's just honesty. I promised to myself that by the time I stop playing this game, I'll make sure that I have no regrets. And I'll make sure, like, I have an obligation now, and I have an obligation, and my obligation is to make sure that every weekend when I step on the pitch, every game, whether it's for Black Stars, whether it's for my club, when I step on the pitch and our supporters, my family, the population of Africa or Ghana are taking just 2 hours or 3 hours to watch the Premier League, I have to make sure I'm at my best. And those are the little things. And I think I need to be at my best every weekend, all the time. And honestly, I'm going to give 100%, 110%, 120%. I'll make sure that I kill myself on the pitch each weekend. And that is a promise I made to myself. And I think now, like, that is the direction I'm going to. So I just don't want, way back, I didn't realize some little things because I was a bit naive, and obviously you say maybe it's because of this person, you start to look around people, you don't want to look at yourself. But I think you need to look at yourself, and those are the little things that have changed. So yeah, those are the things.
Lovely. Now, still, as we are on this season, Jordan, I mean, I'm sure you know, but at Swansea 2 years ago, you won 3 end of season awards. This year, you've won 3 end of season awards as well. And give us an idea of what it makes you feel like, being such a dominant player for 2 different teams at 2 different times. Because we know playing in England, one, is not easy. Playing in 2 different teams and dominating to the extent that other players and fans recognize you like this is certainly something you should be proud of. What specifically is your next ambition in terms of these awards? Oh, come on, don't tell me you don't think about this. I know you do.
No, to be honest, you can ask my family, you can ask people who are close to me. I just, like I told you, I just want to give my best, 100% each weekend, whether it's for Ghana, whether it's for Crystal Palace. And after the awards and those things, it comes after, but I want to make sure, first I have to look at myself and make sure I do the right things on the pitch. And after, the rest is whatever God gives me, I'll take it. But like I said, the only thing I don't want to is to, at the end of my career, is to regret that, oh, if I knew I should have. No. That's the most painful thing. And that's what I promised to myself. So to have awards in Swansea and to have awards in Crystal Palace, I think it's just a sign that I'm on the right direction. So I just need to keep it up and keep doing what I'm doing and add more work. And I think I'll be fine.
Papa Gray.
Yeah. Jordan, great. Let me just pick up from where Gary left off. You talked about the things that you used to do, you don't do them anymore, and the things you're doing. I want to find out which areas of your game you probably want to change going forward. For instance, in Crystal Palace, your shooting accuracy is 34%. You scored a lot of goals with your right foot. You scored fewer with your left foot. You've not scored enough with your head. But there are certain areas in terms of a passing accuracy, it's huge. But which areas of your game do you intend, changing or perhaps improving on going to the next season?
I'm trying to improve in every sector of my game. So I think there's still room for improvement every day at training and every weekend and every year. And I need to improve in every sector. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. So you just need to keep working on everything. And obviously, I'm not that good in my head. I'm not the best, but like I said, I'm working on it. And I'll make sure that by the end of my career, I'll make sure that it will become one of my strongest part, one of my weapons.
I mean, again, let's look at Jordan Ayew, Crystal Palace. What have you set inside for yourself and the team approaching the next season before we probably come and talk about yourself and the Black Stars and the qualifiers? But next season, what's the plan for you personally and that of the club, in terms of your position, goals, and achievement?
No, Crystal Palace, the ambition doesn't change. Is to stay in the Premier League. But obviously, as players, we always want to finish as high as possible. And to be honest, the ambition, I think, is to as players is to be in the top half of the table, so top 10. But the main target for the board and for everyone is to stay in the Premier League. But we as players, I think we want to go for top 10. And if we can do it, very good. If we can't do it, then we can maybe I don't know. But what's for sure is that we'll give our 100% and we'll make sure that we'll get to that goal.
Nice one. Okay. Yeah, your question was about ambition for next season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So say we do repeat them. Bent.
Jordan, let's talk about your knack for scoring amazing goals. Your goal this season against West Ham, they don't like you. You scored too many goals against them. It was voted the Crystal Palace goal of the season. When you were at Swansea, you scored another goal that was voted Swansea's goal of the season. Mm-hmm. And it's similar to what Gary said earlier. You win player of the season, 2 different clubs. Then you win goal of the season, 2 different clubs. But I have 2 questions regarding the goals. The first one, I'm sure over here and everywhere else, really, a lot of people were expecting that goal to probably win Premier League goal of the season. It wasn't even nominated for the goal of the season, which was quite shocking. What was the reaction from your teammates or from the guys at Crystal Palace when they heard he wasn't nominated? I'm quite sure that a lot of people were as shocked over there as we were.
Oh, I don't know. I'm a person that I'm always like more. I don't spend too much time in the building, and obviously I don't spend too much time in the building, so I don't really know what's going on, what they said or anything like that. But the only thing I know is that you people think that I should have been in the best nominated, etc. And you have some people up there who think that I shouldn't have been nominated. So everyone in his opinion. I'm fine with everything. It's just that, like I said, the most important thing for me is to focus on my club and to make sure that I keep on working hard and I keep on going on the right direction. That was the only thing.
Yeah. So clearly, you were not disappointed that he didn't win anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my follow-up question. I mean, obviously, you've scored a lot of those goals now. We know because everybody else has voted them as your club's goal of the season. Swansea, Crystal Palace. When you look back, you scored a lot of goals even for the Black Stars, for Marseille. What goal would you say is your favorite goal?
Ooh. That was a difficult one. I'll go for the goal I scored in Marseille when I was in Lorient. When I got a ball from halfway off the pitch and I just ran, dribbled in Kulu and just whipped it with my left. I think that would be my best goal, just because it was Marseille, it was a new stadium, the hype around the game, the importance of the game. The West Ham one was a really important game as well. Boxing Day, you know how Boxing Day is so important in the Premier League. So that one too is there, but I'll take Marseille one.
So the Marseille one, number one, the West Ham one, number two, and maybe the Swansea one, number three.
I think I'll go for Ghana against Comoros for the third place.
Yeah. That was a good goal. Too. Okay, right.
Luiso.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah, Carizo, your turn. Then Sadiq will join us. Sadiq, what's up, my man?
Cool, Gary.
Nice one. So when it gets to your turn, I'll just summarize where we've been and then we go.
Right.
Carizo.
Okay, yeah, Jordan. You spoke about the ambition for the team next season, but I think you left out the if there's an opportunity for Crystal Palace to finish in Europe. Is this something that the players believe that they can finish in an European place and probably play in the Europa League?
Obviously, everyone wants to play in the big competitions, but for us, first of all, it's just to try and finish the top half of the table. And when you get to that point, then anything can happen. But we'll see. Let's start the season. Let's have a good start, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, then. Gary.
Yeah, Chief, you've asked just one question, two each.
Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
Okay. So, I beg, anytime you want to raise another one, just make me know. And
sure.
Sadiq.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah. Jordan, Sadiq just joined us. He couldn't start from the beginning. So, basically, we take turns to ask two questions each. We have covered describing the season at Crystal Palace, areas of gameplay he wants to improve personally, and his ambition for next season. And we've also done the importance of AFCON to his confidence and how Roy Hodgson has influenced his career. Then how the atmosphere around the African players is like, at Crystal Palace. Then his knack for scoring amazing goals, how his teammates reacted to his goal not being chosen as a goal of the season in the official Premier League one, and then his favorite career goals, and he has outlined his top three, how he feels about beating Tony Yeboah's record, how is it like, his European ambition.
Yeah.
His ambition, Crystal Palace ambition to play in Europe, after next season and all that. Then also, what has changed about him? Because at the start of the interview, he said that the AFCON was pivotal because, some things that he used to do. So I asked him what has changed, and he outlined a couple of things. Then, after the awards he has won at Swansea and Crystal Palace, what is his plan in terms of, winning accolades and all that? So these are the areas we've covered. So just so that you don't repeat, don't worry. We are going to share the video. We will share the video so that you don't need to repeat yourself. Why?
I understand, but I think that, yeah, I want to ask Jordan, maybe before the start of the season, the expectation was not that high because the 2 previous seasons were not that stellar per your own standards. But for what you've done this season or the past season, do you think that presents some sort of toll on you going into next season? Because of course you are going to be the poster boy of the team. A lot of defenders are going to be quite aware of your threats and abilities now. Do you think that your performance this season will present a challenge, will need that you double your effort or even triple it going into next season?
Of course, I know that now defenders are going to see me in a different way. I know that it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, but nothing has been easy for me throughout my career, so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the challenge, and like I said, I just have my basic things to do, and if I do my basic things, then I don't see why things won't go on well.
Great, thanks.
Another crack, please.
Yeah, but does he see himself as a leader? Your brother is a captain. Some point in time has captained the club side and the national team. For your performance and I mean how you've conducted yourself, you exude so much respect in the team that you play. The comments from your teammates and likewise. Do you think that it's very possible to see you as a captain of the team, or is something that you are not interested in? I'm talking about Crystal Palace and other clubs that you play for.
No. I think the captain demands a lot of
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
thought I was the only one. Don't worry, we'll take it again. I think we'll take that answer again. So, Jordan?
Hi. Can I come in here?
Yes, please.
Sadiq.
Yeah, Fee.
Respectfully, if you can change your question.
Oh,
My question?
Sadiq.
reframe or change?
Yes, reframe or change, whatever.
Okay.
You feel comfortable in.
Anyway, Dan Kweku has joined us as well. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Gary.
Did Fifi tamper with the network because of the session?
The way the team do, I just say call him blue so.
Okay. Can I proceed?
Yeah, please. I think.
Okay. So I was asking Jordan that he commands so much respect in the team from the comments of his teammates and the way he conducts himself on the field of play, and also because of how colossal his performance has been. Does he see himself captaining the team someday? Does he see himself as a leader who will be able to captain the team or take up such a responsibility, maybe next season or someday? That's it, Fifth.
Can we go? Can Jordan go?
Sadiq, you just repeated the same question. So next question, please, guys.
Let it slide. Let's get to the next question.
No problem. Yeah. All right. So Sadiq, do you have another question, or we should let it go and come?
Let's go to the next round and come.
I can imagine the headline Sadiq would like to give to this question. So With all due respect, guys.
Jordan expressed his interest in Black Stars. Well, Jordan, also recently, some of us thought that Madam Maha and the soccer maestro Ayew Pele were the main pillars behind your career. But I overheard you dedicating an award to one Diop from France. How much of an impact did he make in your life?
I think we have issues there with him.
Oh, lend the internet, pa.
We have issues with Jordan's video.
Yeah.
It's a London internet far.
Jordan, can you hear me?
Yeah, but Gary, I thought he had already answered this particular question.
No, this one is a family question. He has to go.
Ah, okay.
Sadiq, have you
Jordan
seen what
is
you've
breaking
done to your... Sadiq, it's all your fault.
One question.
What did I do?
One question.
Yes, I asked only one question. Only one.
One question crashed the internet.
And I came in late. So you can imagine.
Your question,
Benjamin.
Your question was tackling from behind.
Oh, please.
Let's have offense.
Please. But Jordan had even, initiated processes of answering the questions. So I don't know, but let's see.
Okay, I think he's back, eh?
Sadiq.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ben.
You just jammed Jordan's internet. Why?
He's preparing. He will come back.
I think Jordan is back.
Jordan is back.
Okay. Gary, can I go now?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, Dan, go ahead with your question.
Yeah.
Okay. Jordan, my question was that until recently, some of us thought that Madam Maha and the soccer maestro Ayew Pele were the only pillars behind your career. But I overheard you dedicating an award to the late Diop. How much of an impact did he make in your life?
Still not working. Ify.
Oh, London is failing us.
Which one is Wales? So.
He's in Wales.
I don't know where they are. He's in London. London internet. Oh, baby. Jordan, do you have MTN there? Switch to MTN.
Maybe he's using Ghanaian data.
MTN everywhere you go.
OTY.
Benjamin.
I think it should be fine now. Jordan, can you hear us?
Yeah, Jordan is back online.
Very clear now.
Oh, has he muted himself? I don't know what's going on.
No. His audio is active. It looks active,
I don't know. We are struggling to. Can he switch to MTN or Vodafone?
Must have stopped that.
Jordan's mic is not muted. It's
not muted. It's active. Yeah.
It's on.
It's active.
Then it's the network.
It's the network. It's the speech.
I think Jordan can hear us.
Is the speech.
I think Jordan can hear us.
He
Jay,
can hear
us,
but his speech is blurred. His speech is blurred.
This is ironical. Ghana network stable, London network unstable.
All the Ghanaian networks are very active and stable.
I think it's the tagline because our network says everywhere you go. The London network doesn't say everywhere you go. So
yeah, Jordan is back now.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
It's better now. Yeah.
So I can go now, Fee.
Yeah.
Dan, ask your question again.
Okay. Jordan, my question was that all along we have thought that the Soccer Maestro and Madam Maha were the main pillars behind your career until you won the recent award and dedicated it to the late Diop. How much of an impact did he make in your life?
Oh, he's been unbelievable for us, for not only me but for the whole family. Started with my dad, and started with Andre, then me, and like he's the one who put us on the right track to become who we are today. So he deserves all the credit. People don't know, but obviously he deserves all the credit. And obviously my dad and my mom have been amazing. I can't stop praising them, and I'll praise them till death. So it's just, I think people all know, and obviously, yeah, but just that we lost our mentor a couple of months ago. So it's quite painful. So I just felt like he deserves all the things I'm getting today, and he deserves it.
Okay, my second question. From afar, some of us believe that there's a lot of racism going on in the EPL undercover. Looking at how the players joined the Black Lives Matter crusade, does it lend credence to that assertion?
Well, I mean, I just feel I feel like I've never, like, everything that's going on right now is just a bit, personally for me, is a bit too much because it's going too quick for me. I can't even cope. So I just, things are like, I don't want to comment on. We all know that it's things that has been happening, whether in Europe, whether in America. So the only thing is that we just need to stick together and to make sure that we have the same treatment as everyone, that we should treated the same way. That's it.
Okay. Graham, I don't know if you have a question.
I'm here. Let me come home and speak to Jordan. I know that when P.K. O'Connell got the nod to head the Black Stars, he was in London. You met him, you spoke. Not too sure if you want to tell us exactly what it is, but looking back at what happened in Egypt and then the current situation in the Black Stars, what are you looking up to? What sort of future are you looking up to in the Black Stars with the current team?
Well, like I said, the changes that happen is things that I can't control. No one can control. Is the people up there that are controlling, and they know what's best for the nation. So the only thing I can do is, like I said, I'm obligated to give my 100% anytime I come and wear the jersey. So that's the only thing I can do. But any changes that happen, for me, it doesn't change much. The only thing that changes is maybe the faces. But for me, I need to make sure that I give my 100% and I die for the country. That's it.
And just to say that Ghanaians should expect Jordan leading the Black Stars to the promised land, perhaps?
Like I said, I don't give promises, but the only thing I can promise is that I'll give my 300 or 400% for the nation and for Ghana to make sure that what they've been waiting for or what have been lacking for in the country, for our country to smile, our country deserves happiness. So I know there's only one thing, and it's the African Cup, we all know. So we'll make sure that when we go back to the next African Cup, I don't know when it is, if it's in 1 year or I don't know. I know that they've extended it, but I don't know when exactly. We'll make sure that when we go there, we'll make sure that we're going to perform very well and we'll give our 400% for the nation and we're going to die for the country. That's the only thing I can promise. The rest, I can't promise because it's not in my hands, in the hands of God.
Nice one. Nice one. Gary, any promise for me?
Okay.
Thank
Jordan, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dan, you have the floor.
Yes. Looking at how marvelous your season has been, how you performed, we are in a transfer season now. If a bigger offer comes, will Jordan look at it?
Oh, for now, I'm in Crystal Palace. I'm very happy here. Things are going on well. My family is happy. I mean, it's things that hasn't come to the table yet. So obviously, everything is in Palace's hands if he comes. But for me, I'm someone who's ambitious. But like I said, for now, I'm a Crystal Palace player, and I intend to do well for the club this season. So my mind is at 100% for Crystal Palace.
Okay. Jordan, let me ask you some questions pertaining to the Black Stars. You, in the last 10 years since you made your debut, you are Ghana's second top goal scorer during that period. You scored 17 goals for the Black Stars. That is still a long way from Asamoah Gyan's record of 51, but not too far, less than half from Daddy's record of 33 goals. I know you will say, or you always say you don't think about that, you just want to do your best, but after beating Tony Yeboah's record in the Premier League, you talked about what an honor it is. Are you looking at possibly beating Abedi's record of 33 goals? Is that something that you think about? What kind of honor would it be for you if you could get there?
Like I said, things to be honest, I'm not really. Things are going so quick for me. I can't even realize at the moment. So sometimes I can't. There are things I can't even say. Like if I didn't even know I had 17 goals. So today you're now telling me that I had 17 goals I'm surprised. No, like to get to that level that my dad 33 goals is still a long way. But like I said, the most important thing is that I have to make sure my main goal is to make sure that I make sure that we bring the African Cup to Ghana. But the goal scoring and all those things is not really what matters to me. I know I'm a striker. I have to be selfish. I have to be this, but I'm not a selfish person, and I'm trying to be as honest as I can today. And it's a reality. If it happens that I surpass my dad's record, fine. That means it's God who wanted it, it's destiny. But if I don't get there, it doesn't change anything for me. So I'm just trying to do my best for the country, like I said, and give my 100%, my 400% for the country. When I have the jersey, that's it.
Okay, and let me just ask a follow-up question to regard to the Black Stars. You play with Jeffrey Schlupp at Crystal Palace week in, week out. We've seen you combine very well in some big games to score. Unfortunately, we don't see that in the Black Stars because Schlupp doesn't play for the Black Stars in a while. Is that a conversation you have with him when you talk with him about playing for Ghana? What's the reason he hasn't really featured for the Black Stars all of this time. I'm sure you talked to him. You talked about Ghana, because we'll love to see that combination. Unfortunately, we don't see it in the Black Stars.
Thank you.
Hold on, please.
Hello, Fintu.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. It be like my internet go off. Me have to say. So me too. I talk. So talk. Jordan, please. Jordan, please.
Wait, Fintu. Hello.
Yeah, Fifi. What's up?
Yes. Fintu, you know this question is a technical question. Jordan is not a coach, so unfortunately, he cannot invite Jeffrey Schlupp to the team. So if you can rephrase your question respectfully.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know what kind of conversation he has with Jeffrey when they speak about the Black Stars. But I'm not necessarily looking for reasons why he's not being called out, because Jordan cannot know that. But I just wanted to know if he and Jeff talk about the Black Stars and what it is that we talk about. But if I have to skip that question, then the next question I will ask obviously will have to do with the AFCON. Every competition we go to, everybody always says that.
For you, I mean, because you would like to cut. Jordan, please make me the host again so I can record so that we can get it, please. I think I lost a few minutes because I was off. So you just go to participants, go to my name, go to more, and make me host, please. Sorry.
Gary, means that you missed my bait.
What? You asked about Diop's influence.
No, what I'm saying is that I also need the recording bait, but because you missed out, it means that mine hasn't been recorded from your end.
Yeah, so I'm saying you asked about Diop's influence.
No, yes, and I've asked about 3 questions.
Yeah, you moved on to talk about transfer.
Don't worry, GTV are recording it. TV3 are recording it. They will share after. Don't worry. I can see them recording. Don't worry.
Oh,
recordings will be made available after the interview. Gary, don't worry.
Then Charlie problem no day.
Kawawa is recording it with MCR. So is Graham. He's even sitting in the studio. So they have it. So is Graham. He's even sitting in the studio. So they have it.
Okay, guys.
Yes. So if I can just ask you my question.
Go on.
Okay. So Jordan, I was talking about the AFCON title that we haven't won since 1982. Everybody likes to talk about it. Everybody likes to reference it. Amongst the players, I'm just interested in, is this a conversation that you have often when you meet on your WhatsApp platform about winning the AFCON, or the whole conversation of we haven't won the AFCON in a long time? Is that something that preoccupies the players as well? Do you also talk about it and think about it as much as the fans and the journalists think and talk about it?
It's important to everyone, but we can't dwell on it. You know, like when the time comes, maybe a couple of months before the Nations Cup or anything like that, then obviously you start to get into it. You start to get into it. I just feel like, of course, everyone wants to win the African Cup of Nations. It's a trophy. You want to make the country proud. You want to make your family proud. It's for everyone. Is an important thing. So the moment you go to you're just not going to the African Cup just to play and just to be on holidays. You're going there to win. And Ghana is a big nation, so everyone knows the obligation that they have when they wear the Black Star jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
We also have
my last question.
Sadiq?
Yeah. Were you on the fly? I wanted to ask my last question.
Go on.
Okay. So I think that with the AFCON, we've had a first batch of, generation of Michael Essien and Sule Muntari and other players who failed to win it. Jordan and his generation have gone like 2 or 3 tournaments without it. Does it sometimes do you sometimes feel that it's going to elude your generation as well? Looking at the kind of near misses and how we've gone closer and failed to win. Do you think that does it sometimes scare you that you're also going to miss out on that?
No, it doesn't scare me because after all, the only thing, like I said, I wouldn't regret because I would have given my best to try. But if I don't win it, fine. The young ones who come and do and make history, and that's the law of the game. If Abidi Pele and Tony Boa were still playing, I don't think I'll still have an opportunity. I'll have a chance to play in the Black Stars. So it's just now is the time, and the moment is coming soon. So we'll do our best. We'll give our 400% to try and win this trophy, and we'll see what happens. If we don't, then the next generation will come and make history for the country, for ourselves as well.
Thank you.
Right. Kawawa, were you able to ask in a row? Because I missed like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Is it? Yeah, were you able to ask?
Yeah, no, I wasn't able to ask, but I could just do that right now. Hello, Gary?
Yeah, Kawa, go on.
Okay, Jordan. Let's just talk. I mean, we are still on the Black Stars, but
after the question on the European ambitions, have you asked any other question?
No, I haven't.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. All right, Jordan. I'm just wondering. I mean, how different is the Black Stars dressing room now from the one you came to meet a decade ago when you joined?
The difference is that I'm growing as well. That's the difference.
Yeah.
No, that's the difference. No, I think I was lucky to start with the Black Stars very early, so it has given me time to adjust, to have experience, a little bit of experience as well. I'm not young, I'm not old, I'm in between. But now, like, I feel like I have, like, I'm part of the senior players. I really feel it now.
Yeah.
Before, no, I never felt it. I never thought about it. But now, when the coach seek, even the last AFCON, I didn't even, my mind wasn't even in that. But when the CK came to me and started talking to me, I just started thinking, and I just said, wow, like, it's like I'm growing as well, and it comes with all those things. So, yeah, it's not the same. But back then, it's true. You had it's different types of generations. You have back then. I knew ACN a little bit. I played with Sule. I played with and they're all wonderful, fantastic players. I'm lucky to have played with those people. I'm lucky to have played with them, and played with Asamoah Gyan for long as well. And I'm lucky to have played with them. Very, very lucky. So now times are changing, and we just need to go deal with it. And whatever comes, we'll know how to handle it.
Well, now, Jordan, just a quick follow-up. You just mentioned that when CK came to talk to you, I mean, you felt that you were now part of the senior players in the Black Stars and stuff like that. A quick one. Does that put pressure on you whenever you wear the jersey and going in, knowing that Ghanaians look up to you as one of the match-saving men that we have in the team?
No, it doesn't put. Anytime, any jersey I put, there's pressure anyway. So it's the things that is similar, but obviously it's going to be in a different way. It's going to be a bit weird for me, but I want to see how it's going to be like in the next call up, or we'll see how it's going to be like, but we'll see. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really eager to see how it's going to be like.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Charlie. Kawa, I beg, when I'm from here, I go come your there, come take the video because my internet, they mess up small.
All right, cool.
All right.
Can I come in?
No, yeah. Just add money.
Gary, can I come in?
Oh, yeah, brother, Charlie, please, fire.
Okay. Jordan, one thing that keep players going is that emotional attachment from the support base of the clubs. Counting on my fingertips, you've played for about 6 clubs. Which of them has the most passionate fan base?
I've played for good clubs, you know. I'm very fortunate to have be part of those clubs, and obviously I started in Marseille, and the fan base is amazing. I played for Aston Villa, the fan base is amazing. I played for Swansea, fan base amazing. I'm playing for Crystal Palace, the fan base is amazing. I wouldn't be able to choose, but I'm just lucky playing in teams where the fan base are amazing. So I'm just grateful for that.
Jordan, Charlie, since I did my two, I've not been able to do it at all. Jordan, Messi is available right now. How much does Crystal Palace have to sign Messi? And how
why are you bent on taking our Messi away?
How badly do you want to see Lionel Messi as your teammate as Crystal Palace, Jordan Ayew?
I think everyone would like to be teammates with Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. For the past 20 years or 15 years, they have been making us happy, enjoying the game of football. The competition has been, among the two has been in a different level. I don't think we'll ever see two players like this scoring 60 goals every season. But obviously, if Crystal Palace want to sign, Messi, I'll be more than happy. It's something to be something unbelievable.
Nice one. And then my second question is, COVID has given a lot of players, free time. We've seen various ways in which players have adapted. Some of the teams you saw came back from COVID really, really prepared, physically more adaptable and all that. And in the past few days, you've seen that, some of your colleagues in the other teams, because they were allowed to go on holiday, travel, have had COVID, because they're allowed to go. What's the regime like at Crystal Palace? Are you allowed to, go out? It's something I've been wondering, because I've seen that some of the other players in the other teams have gone out on holiday and, they have caught the disease and all that. What's the regime like at Palace? Yeah.
Everyone, all of them, we had to cut because it had been a long season with the COVID and everything. We didn't know if we were going to play football again. And everything. So I think they just give us, to be honest, they gave us 3 weeks. I didn't have the opportunity to come to Ghana and see my family. That was a big shame because the borders are closed. But some of the players, some of our players, my teammates, they went away. I think they went to Spain, they went to other countries. And obviously, maybe you're saying some of them got COVID, but in Crystal Palace, everyone is okay, and everyone is fit, and we're good to go.
All Okay, cool. That's my
Okay.
statement.
Gary, can I ask a question?
Fifi.
I've seen an intruder.
Hey.
If Mr. Tamaklo.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
How you manage?
Yes. So on the
theme what are you asking?
It's okay. It's fine.
He slipped in.
Yeah, he slipped in. I wonder how he managed to get in, but that's fine.
Okay. So it was actually Kawa who shared the invite with me. But anyways, on the theme of COVID, Jordan, we've seen players. We know some of you have to play some games through COVID, and when the season resumes, it's going to be the same, even though no vaccine has been found, and it doesn't look like the spike in cases is going to stop. Are you concerned as players that you have to play in such conditions?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Supporters are everything. Those are especially in England, supporters, they bring the certain energy to each player in every game, and it's frustrating. But like I said, we just need to adapt, and we need to adjust to whatever the government are saying. And if already we can play football, I think is a positive thing. So we're going to start gradually. And I think if everything is fine, if everything calms down, settles down a bit, then I think some supporters will be able to come. A little percentage of some supporters will be able to come, and that'll be a good start.
Second question about the Black Stars. I'm sure when you first walked into the Black Stars dressing room, you came to meet a particular culture, a way of doing things, the players' mindsets, attitude, and all of that. 10 years down the line, you are still with the team, but with a totally different group of players. Has the culture changed?
The culture has never changed because is something that's in the team, and like I said, the Black Stars will always be there. The players are going to go, different ones are going to come, but the Black Star has a culture, and it's the same culture that's there. So, since I've been there for 10 years, it has been the same culture. So I don't know, maybe in a few years it will change. I don't know, maybe there's a new management team who will come and maybe change the culture. But as for now, things are the same. So I don't see any difference.
Okay. Gary.
Oh, Chairman, go. I don't know, Fifi, I beg you to talk the time, so
Yeah.
I beg. With the heavy leave
how many hours have you gone now?
we have about 20 minutes more to go.
Okay, nice. Jordan, my last conversation with your dad, he makes it clear to me that he finds it difficult watching you and Dede anytime you're playing because there's this anxiety, this feeling of he's scared. When you miss chances, the criticism, he just can't take it. So he switches his mind off. When he hears the goal, he comes and keeps it. I mean, when you sit, but does that weigh you down? That umbrella,
down? Can you repeat your question, please? Because it was a bit noisy.
I'm saying that your dad finds it difficult watching your games because he's always scared if you lose chances, the criticism that will come in. There's this feeling of, fear. So he prefers to stay somewhere here and go. If your name pops up, he's excited, he jumps up, that's fine. But being an Ayew son, does that weigh you? I mean, playing in AFCON or in the Premier League?
No, it doesn't. I don't even know if being an Ayew, I'm lucky to be part of massive family, and to be fair, it comes with a lot of pressure, but I think pressure is a good thing if you take it in a positive way. And it's a bit of a shame that my dad and my mom, they can't watch the games because of anxiety, stress, or think it's a bit of a shame is because parents. Now I'm a parent too, so I know how it feels. I now understand how it feels. At the beginning, I couldn't really understand, but now I kind of understand. But yeah, it's just I think it's a shame. But as long at least they keep an eye, so at least it's a good thing.
What sort of legacy do you want to be remembered for as Jordan Ayew? What sort of legacy do you want as Ghanaians, your global fans, to remember you?
To be someone who never cheats, someone who always gives his 110%, and that's the only thing I want to be remembered for. But after, if there are some other things that comes and I enter the history books or anything like that, that's fine. But those are the two things I want to be remembered for, and I'll make sure I set an example for the youth that's looking up to be the senior players now.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Sadiq asked, Achu asked as well, his second one. Kawawa. Kawawa.
Yeah.
You there?
Are they?
Yeah. I mean, if I go, we they all use on one question before some side.
Okay, Jordan. I don't know if you've watched the new crop of players that are coming through. I mean, there's quite an exciting squad coming through. One of those names, Kudus Mohammed, who has just moved to Ajax, and a couple more players. Does this give you a sense that the Black Stars going through that phase of sort of getting some old players out and getting new players in is going to refresh the squad?
Well, I just feel like that's on the money. That's the manager's decision. He knows what's best for the team, and he has his ideas. So we all have to respect his ideas. But for me, I think that Ghana always has quality players, and will always have quality players. It's a nation of football, and we always have good players. So those are little things that you need to ask the manager, because I can't really give you an answer.
Okay.
Nice. Sadiq, as you say, Sadiq, they get up. Sadiq,
Yeah.
you there?
Are they?
Yeah, Charlie, ask some and make I ask them. Achu go ask them. We go.
Well, let me put in this last one. Jordan, you've played for a couple of clubs so far. You are not getting any younger, even though you still have many years to go. Is there any of these clubs that you are so fond of, and you have memories and would want to, go back and retire there? There are, some players who have decided to come back to the local league to relaunch their career. This is a twofold question. If you have any club that you would want to return one day and retire there, or what do you see of some of your senior players who have decided to come to the local scene to end their career?
Like I said,
Nania FC, retirement football.
Nania FC.
No, I think I'm not thinking about that, because I have plenty things to achieve and targets, and so I'm not thinking about that. And I think the time will come for me to think about it. But for now, no, I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just thinking about things that are going to make me improve in life, and things that are going to make me improve in my work.
And the second one, I'm sure you care about the local league. Our domestic football, even though I don't know if you follow. And what do you make of the, recent stories of Sule Muntari, Samuel Jan, and Derek Boatin some time back? Say a couple of them want to come back, to end their career in the local league. What do you make of that?
I think it would be, if that's what they really want and it's true, and I think is a positive thing for the country and for the league, because it will attract more people to stadiums, and it will attract more people from abroad as well to come and watch the games. I think it's not a bad thing, but obviously the decision is in their hands, and they know what they want, and they're my seniors, so they know what they want. So everything is in their hands.
All right.
Fantastic. I don't know if when I was away, we spoke about this whole or somebody asked about the Black Stars, the whole captaincy thing. But throughout the lockdown period, we had interviews with a lot of the big names, Stephen Appiah, Derek, John Pentil, and all of them were obviously extremely happy about the fact that you had a good season and all that. But after the lockdown, I think one of your brothers, I don't know if it was Raheem. Yeah, it was on one of our stations, and he mentioned that he didn't think that it was out of place at all because of your charisma, your quiet charisma. He said, your leadership qualities and all that, that you even be made one of the captains of the Black Stars as well. I'm looking at Fifi Taki and his eyes are going like that. Yeah,
I'm
but
sure you're going to flag this.
Your brother said it, that it is not out of place at all if you are given a leadership role in the Black Stars, because he thinks, one, if it is longevity, you are one of the oldest players. Two, if it is by virtue of the fact that you have proven it, you have done it, he feels you have done it. And three, he thinks that you get along well with everybody in the national team system, whether it's the administrators or the teams. So he feels that if they give it to you, there's nothing wrong with it at all. To ask a very open question, I won't ask if you want it or not. What do you think of what your brother said?
Obviously, my brother sometimes is a bit too much, but that's him. No, to be honest, my senior brother is the captain, and he deserves it. He has all the qualities for it, and we were just here to support him and to make sure that we fulfill the targets and make sure that we do well under him, because he fights for the players, and we need to fight for him. So he's the captain, and that's the most important thing. And he's the leader. We all know that he's the leader. So there's nothing. We were behind him, we're supporting him. We're like his bodyguards. So well, we are there. We're supporting him.
Good. My second question, Jordan, has to do with club-wise. Obviously, at the moment, you are on the upward trajectory. You are ascending. Realistically, I have not read anywhere where you've spoken about a dream club before. So sorry if I don't know it, but what is your dream club to feature in? Because your performances are catching the eye of, make no mistake, of the best clubs in the world because of the way you play. Where will be your dream club to feature in?
My dream club. To be honest, I've always, when I was a kid, I was always a big fan of Man U, Manchester United, Manchester United and Real Madrid. But like I said, those are things where like it doesn't really occur to me now, because I just want to enjoy my football. I just want to make sure that anytime I have an obligation, like I said, and my obligation is to make sure that anytime I go on the pitch every Saturday, I have to make sure that I give my best, and I have to be at my best. Why? Because my family is watching, the country, the Ghanaian population watching the Premier League. I have the whole of Africa watching the Premier League, and it is my duty, and that's my work, my obligation to give my at least 100% each week, week in, week out. So those are the only things.
Thank you. Victor. Achu.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Yes. So, Jordan,
Fifi, how much more do we have just before he goes on?
5 more minutes.
Okay. So let's talk about the
Okay, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Achu is on the floor.
Let him finish. I wanted a follow up on what you asked.
Okay, let's Achu finish, and then when you ask me.
So, Jordan, talk to me about the sort of influence that Hudson has had in your career and your developments as a striker. What specifically has he improved? That is, if there's been any in your game.
Actually, join in late. That person has been answered already.
At the beginning. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Then let me ask about the Black Stars coach. You've been in the team for 10 years. You've worked under several coaches. What do you think CK can do differently to achieve the success that others may not have had?
We haven't yet really had an opportunity to train and to be at camp. And he came in, and I think he was assistant of Kwesi, and then he did well, to be honest, for an assistant. But now he's the main man, and I don't really know what exactly he's going to demand from we the players. So it's something that I can't really answer at the moment. But with time, after 2-3 games, you can come and ask me that question and happily answer your question.
Two more questions and we are done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan.
And
when Gary asked you of your dream team, you mentioned Real Madrid and Manchester United, but other that you don't really think about those things because every season you think about giving off your best. You set personal targets every season, apart from the collective target of your team, or you just go in there, do your best, whatever happens, happens.
Exactly. I don't set personal targets because I hate disappointments. It's something that I can't live with it. So I just don't want to disappoint myself. But the only thing I know that the only thing I can do that one, yeah, I can assure is that I always give my 100%. And it's my obligation to give 100% week in, week out. So I have to make sure that I'm at it every week. That's it.
Okay, let me ask the last question. Jordan, let's talk about Andre. He's had a very similar season to you, obviously, also winning Player of the Season. He won 4 awards, I believe, including Away Player of the Season. His manager, Cooper, has said that Andre is a step above the championship. He admitted that, obviously, he's been their best player this season. The season is ended. The transfer window is active. Do you think that he should? I mean, when you talk to him, do you get the sense that he wants to continue to play at Swansea, or do you think that his manager is right and maybe he should be out of the championship and playing in a much bigger division?
Ventio, the focus is on Jordan.
Hi, Fifi.
The focus is on Jordan.
Okay. All right, Jordan, let me, what do you make of Andre Ayew's season so far? He's had a wonderful season, just similar to your season.
It's still the same thing you're doing, Ventio.
Is it?
No, to be fair, this one, yeah.
let it go.
I don't know why you want Jordan to answer transfer.
I don't know why you are raising red flags over this.
No. He's asking about what he thinks of his brother's season. This one, yeah. I mean,
it's very harmless. Let it go, please.
Okay. Sorry, did I hear you say let him go?
Yes, sir.
Let it go, please.
I think he has done extremely well. He's been outstanding. He's been spot on since the first game of the season. So his consistency has always been there. That's one of his qualities, consistency, and it has always been there. And he deserves everything that's happening to him today, and we're all happy, and obviously we support each other every time, and I'm really, really happy and really, really pleased for him. So everything he has gotten, he deserves it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. Tamaklo, do you want to ask a final question since you joined in a bit late?
I think that should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all the questions that I wrote, I think most of them have been answered. So yeah.
Okay, guys, are we all okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hopefully
Thank
we'll do
you.
this some other time.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
How do we
Thank
get
you.
the video?
I think
Yes.
it's GTV
And
TV who
will
have
make the
recorded.
videos available for all of us. I want to
Okay.
keep one for my archives
Okay.
as well.
Yeah. And Jordan, all the best for this season. And we wish you an injury-free, and hopefully you do much, much better than last season. And only great things will come your way. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Jordan, and also
And watch the station of the nation, GTV in London.
GTV. Jordan, also, just a final word on I know your relationship with the media from the very beginning has been very, you on one side and the media on the other side. But hopefully, with things like this, I'm sure you are going to see an improvement in the relationship. And I know you are an open guy, from what I hear from the back. It's just that sometimes things can go. So I'd like to encourage you. Fifi, once Fifi is around, just if you can make Palace understand that your national commitment and communication too is important to your career growth. Once in a while, if you do this, Charlie, it will be, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Any advice? Encouragement?
Keep scoring.
Yeah, just keep working hard.
Yeah.
Keep scoring goals. That's it.
More goals at Stamford Bridge.
Thank you,
And
guys.
stay safe. Stay safe.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Great.
Guys.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.